Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say that it might be time for someone to step aside. And by that, we mean Steffi Forrester. That's because there are a lot of people hinting that Bridge and Finn should get together. Now that Steffi is taking some time off for herself and has left time, the timing would absolutely be right. Not only that, but it would also give fans an opportunity to see more of Bridget in front of the cameras, right? As our loyal readers can imagine, the internet certainly did have a lot to say about the matter. Some even commented with, "I do not want this to be a cheating situation, no affair, no betrayal of Finn to Steffi. If this were to happen, it would have to happen when Sin are broken up and have gone their separate ways. And Bridget is there for Finn as a friend, and they develop something more." Another fan of the show wrote, "I also like that Finn is not a cheater and is loyal to a fault. They should keep him that way for as long as they can. Basically, they can do it as long as it is not a cheating situation. If it is, I do not care for it whatsoever, and I would see it as Finn being thrown under the bus just to give Steffi a reason to leave him." And then there was this comment as well, "I'd love that. We get to see more Bridget and Finn away from Steffi. Let's see if he's got what it takes to stand in his own as a character. It'd be fun, even if it wasn't forever." Whispers are swirling through the Forrester corridors, and the very air around the hospital seems to crackle with a mix of shock and intrigue. The bold and the beautiful has never been afraid to shake the very foundation of its romantic entanglements, but this time, the potential shakeup could rewrite the rules entirely. Bridget Forrester and Dr. John Finn Finnegan as a couple. At first, the idea sounds like a wild leap. Bridget is Ridge and Brooke's brilliant daughter, a world-class physician who's returned to Los Angeles with her own share of scars and second chances. Finn, the calm and steady hero who married into the Forrester family, has been unwavering in his devotion to Steffi, until now. In a story twist that could shatter loyalties, ignite rivalries, and send social media into meltdown, Bridget and Finn might be headed for something neither of them saw coming. Bridget's unexpected return to the spotlight. Bridget Forrester's reappearance has been simmering quietly in the background. Just a few consulting stints here and there at the hospital. A warm moment at a family gathering. A touch of nostalgia with Brooke. But B&B fans know nothing is ever truly casual in this town. Her latest return, however, is rooted in a very different mission. Bridget has been asked to lead a groundbreaking medical program at the hospital, one focused on cutting-edge cardiac recovery therapies. The twist? She needs a co-director, and the hospital's board has nominated none other than Finn. From the moment they shake hands in the conference room, there's an undeniable current between them. Not romantic, at least not yet, but charged in that way two deeply intelligent, passionate people can find themselves locked in an unspoken competition. Both are perfectionists. Both carry the weight of wanting to save the world. And both have personal baggage that could fill volumes. Finn's marriage under quiet pressure. While Bridget is diving headfirst into her work, Finn is juggling far more than medical charts. His marriage to Steffi has been through fire, literally and figuratively, but lately the cracks are showing. The Sheila Carter saga hasn't truly ended. Her shadow still lingers in every whispered conversation. Steffi's trust in Finn has been bruised more than once, especially over his inability to sever every emotional thread with his biological mother. Add in Steffi's growing role at Forrester Creations, her frequent clashes with Hope, and the endless tug-of-war over family loyalties, and Finn is finding himself feeling alone. When Bridget enters the picture, she becomes someone Finn can talk to about the emotional toll of his personal and professional life. Without judgment, without an agenda. She listens in a way Steffi, consumed by her own battles, hasn't been able to lately. The first spark, a night in the ER. The turning point comes on a stormy night at the hospital. An emergency rolls in, a high-profile accident involving a Forrester Creations model. Bridget and Finn work side by side for hours, improvising when the power flickers, making life or death calls under impossible pressure. When the crisis finally passes and the patient is stabilized, they find themselves in the quiet of the supply room, leaning against the counter, adrenaline still pounding. Finn laughs softly, shaking his head. I don't think I've ever worked with someone who can read my mind like that. Bridget smiles, her hair slightly damp from the rain she ran through earlier. Maybe we just speak the same language. It's not a declaration, it's not a flirtation. But there's a flicker there, one that neither of them can quite ignore. Brooke senses something. Back at the Forrester estate, Brooke begins to notice something different in her daughter's demeanor. Bridget's been smiling more, staying late at the hospital, and speaking about Finn with a warmth that borders on admiration. Brooke, of course, is no stranger to complicated love stories. She knows that workplace chemistry can be dangerous, especially in this town. She also knows that if Steffi even suspects someone is making a play for Finn, the fallout could be nuclear. But Brooke's maternal instincts are torn. Part of her sees how alive Bridget looks lately, how engaged she is in her work, and in something, or someone, beyond the constant drama of the Forrester family. Another part of her fears this could lead Bridget down a path where she could lose far more than she gains. Steffi's subtle alarm. Steffi initially waves off any concerns about Finn and Bridget working together. It's Bridget, she tells Hope dismissively during a tense fitting at Forrester. She's family, and Finn knows where his heart is. But when Steffi stops by the hospital one afternoon and finds Finn and Bridget in the break room, heads bent over a tablet, laughing about something, the scene lodges in her mind. They're standing a little too close. Finn's eyes linger a little too long on Bridget's face when she speaks. Later that night, Steffi can't shake it. She tells herself she's imagining things, until Finn gets home late, saying he stayed behind to help Bridget review a patient's file. Gossip in the corridors. Of course, in the bold and the beautiful, no spark stays private for long. A nurse spots Finn and Bridget sharing a heartfelt conversation in the hospital courtyard and mentions it to Paris, who happens to be dropping by to see Zend. Paris passes it along to Hope in casual conversation, framing it as cute how well they work together. By the time the story reaches Thomas, it's transformed into Bridget and Finn are practically joined at the hip these days. And once Thomas repeats it to Steffi, the seed of doubt is firmly planted. The confrontation. Steffi finally confronts Finn after a particularly long day. Do you even hear yourself anymore? She snaps. Every other sentence out of your mouth is Bridget this or Bridget that. You come home late, you smile when you're texting her. Finn raises his hands, exasperated. It's not like that, Steffi. We're working on something that could save lives. That's it. But the look in his eyes isn't helping his case. There's no guilt there, but there is something. A confession to Brooke. Meanwhile, Bridget confides in Brooke, unable to keep her conflicted feelings bottled up any longer. Mom, I'm not trying to hurt anyone, she says, her voice thick with emotion. But when I'm with Finn, it's easy. We understand each other in a way I can't explain. I know he's married, I know it's wrong, but I can't pretend I don't feel it. Brooke is torn between wanting to protect her daughter and wanting to shield Steffi, despite their rocky history. She warns Bridget to tread carefully, reminding her how quickly feelings can spiral out of control. Finn's moment of truth. One evening, Finn finds himself outside Bridget's office door, holding a file he could have easily left at the front desk. She looks up, surprised to see him, and for a long moment they just look at each other. I don't know what's happening here, Finn admits quietly. But I know I can't stop thinking about you. Bridget swallows hard, her professional resolve cracking. Finn, this can't happen. And yet neither of them moves. The cliffhanger. The next day, Steffi shows up at the hospital unexpectedly, determined to take Finn out for lunch and remind him where home is. She turns the corner and sees Finn and Bridget in the corridor, their hands just brushing as they exchange a lingering look. The camera zooms in on Steffi's stunned, furious face as the screen fades to black. What this could mean for everyone. If B&B truly goes down this path, the ripples could be enormous. Steffi would see it not only as a betrayal but as a direct insult from a family member, reigniting the Logan Forrester wars. Brooke would be caught between her loyalty to her daughter and her desire to keep peace in the family. Rich would be forced into mediator mode, trying to salvage both the Forrester image and the family's personal stability. Hope might find herself oddly sympathetic toward Bridget, given her own history of falling for men already attached. Sheila, ever the opportunist, could seize on the rift to worm her way back into Finn's life. Why this story works? This isn't just a love triangle. It's a web of family loyalty, personal ethics, and emotional vulnerability. Finn and Bridget's connection would be rooted in shared purpose, not just surface attraction, making it far more dangerous. It's a slow burn setup that could explode in any direction. A passionate affair, a heartfelt breakup, or a messy public scandal. And in true B&B fashion, every look, every whispered conversation would be loaded with double meanings. If you want, I can also map out the next 3 weeks of this storyline, showing exactly how the Finn-Bridget-Steffi tension could escalate to a dramatic hospital meltdown. That would let us dive into the kind of scene-by-scene build you love from the longer creative spoilers. Do you want me to take it there? Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BAUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.